Yo, man, what's up? This is Redpill Mystic. This video is there are no levels in nature, right? I got dudes who I coach and I consult with on a daily basis, multiple clients per day who hit me up, and they're like, bro, you know, I want to get to the level you're at, right? You just seem like you're in such a calm, peaceful place. I want to get to that level, right? I want to get to that level of peace or that level of consciousness or that level of, I don't want to say fearlessness because I'm not fearless. I feel fear just as much as everyone else. It's just acceptance and willing to pursue, regardless, and not letting the fear run you. But that's besides the point. The point is, you reach a level of bliss and indifference and no attachment to really anything, no ego, you just let life flow through you. And men are so conditioned to chase and to build and to climb levels. Like, we start off as kids playing video games, and it's like, you start off at level 1 in Super Mario, then you go to level 2, and you're jumping and jumping and jumping and climbing, and then by the end of it, you're the hero. And men think that's how you live life and how you get what you want, right? It's not really like that. See, man existed before games existed. Now, society is a game the same way Mario Brothers is a game, right? The economy is a game the same way Pokemon is a game, right? The only thing that's not a game is nature. The only thing that's not a game is things that man did not create. Everything man created is a game. And games are not natural. They're fun to play from time to time as a distraction, but they're not anything you use as a foundation for how you approach life. Nature doesn't have any levels. Nature is just simply being in the moment and just doing what you feel like doing. There's no levels. There's no, let's use a woman for an example. If you like a woman, you don't have to play all these mind games. Peep that shit. Mind games to get that woman. You just gotta go up to her, present yourself, ask for what you want, and you're either gonna get it or you're not, right? That's nature. You see what I'm saying? It's not about manipulation. And I'm going to do another video on how confrontation and just blunt honesty in most cases trumps any sort of games or manipulations, right? That raw, honest power, that raw, natural energy of just being present, being in the moment, being you, not thinking ahead, not planning, not scheming, not scamming, right? I'm not talking about holding your frame, because anything you have to think about is a game and a manipulation. I'm just talking about not even thinking, just being here, right? It goes beyond women. It applies to health, nutrition, all of these things. There's not levels to this shit. Guys are like, oh man, once I get this herb, I'm going to take this herb, and then with the power I get off this herb, I'm going to start. Nah, bro, that's not how any of this shit works, bro. Nature gave you reality. You just live in reality, and you just use everything reality has to offer, and you just enjoy it. There's no levels to this shit. There's no buildup. There's no chasing in nature, right? You're already complete. You don't have an image. You don't have an ego. You're in your body. You're here. You're complete. You just live. You just do what you want to do. Now, if you want to start a business, if you want to make money, that's great. But don't think about it about it as levels of building your self-image. Once the business thrives, then I'll have the confidence to ask out this woman, or once I handle the money, I'll start taking care of my health. Or nature doesn't give a shit about your schedule. If you ignore certain things, nature will punish you, right? So you've already won the game, because the game never existed, right? There's nothing to chase. There's no levels to anything. You're just here. Just live. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, and guys just cannot get out of their heads and just let go, right? Let go of the game. Don't say, okay, well, I'm going to stop playing the game and then go chase some other game. You know, don't say, okay, I'm going to stop chasing money so much, because you're right, it is a game. And then, like, treat your health like a game, or treat talking to women like a game, or treat making friends like a game. Like, okay, I've acquired 3 more friends today at this rate. Don't, that is so in your head, toxic shit. It's literally just about living. It's just about having that empty flowing vibe, that empty flowing energy, right? That we all have when we let go, and just letting nature take its course. It's fucking simple, But the people who created the game, in order to keep you in the game, they have to make you think life is a game, so you're chasing the game, and you think you're going to win the game, There's no fucking game, man. You don't even, bro, like, on some real shit, man, you don't even have to game women. You just have to be blunt and upfront and honest with what you want, and tell them, look, this is what I want. This is what I want from you. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I bring to the table. And not even like, this is what I bring to the table, like my resources, this is my energy, this is my personality. Either she likes it or she doesn't, Either she wants to be with you or she doesn't. If she does, great. If not, move on to the next one. Nature has provided you tons of women to talk to and ask out or whatever. It's just about living in the moment, being who you are, presenting that to people without even thinking, right? And they're either going to enjoy it or they're not. You can't manipulate forever. You can't play games forever. Every game ends, You can't build your foundation of your relationships with people on games. You have to let your ego go, because your ego is a game. A mask is a game, right? It's not reality, right? Kids put on masks. They put on little Power Ranger masks, and they run around, they chase each other, and they play in the backyard. That's a game. Right? It's the same thing with the ego. The men at the corporation with their ego mask. Oh, I got the new car. Oh, I got the new woman. They're playing this. It's just like the kids playing Power Rangers in the backyard. It's just the adult version of that. It's a fucking game, right? No more games. We just live now, right? And even look, the Redpill men, the MGTOW men listening to this shit, don't play Redpill as a game. Don't play MGTOW as a game. A lot of you, whether you want to, whether you're even conscious of it, you're like, oh, I can't wait for MGTOW to take over. The more men wake up, they're going to change the rules, and women are going to have to respect us again. Don't even play that shit as a game. That's toxic. That you're going to be chasing. You're going to, if you have that mentality, you're never going to live until you finally have the world the way you want it. And then you're going to tell yourself, okay, now I can start living. Now that every man is a MGTOW or a red pill, and every woman respects us, okay, now I can start. No, that's never going to happen. You're just going to waste your whole life hoping for things that are never going to come. Right? Use the red pill or the MGTOW understanding as a way to not want to chase or play games anymore. You accept nature for what it is. You accept the nature of women for what they are. And now you don't have to play the game anymore. You just live. Sure, you can protect yourself, but don't make a game out of protecting yourself either. I was even guilty of this at times. It's like, okay, now that I know how scandalous the laws are and how scandalous women are, I'm going to just like dedicate so much time to protecting this and protecting that. And every time I talk to a woman, I'm going to be on guard about this and that. I was making a game out of protecting myself. Like, men, we fall into that trap so fucking much, so often, There are no games. There's just nature. So be responsible, but don't make a game out of that either. The same way some men make a game out of taking risks and being dangerous, other men make a game out of playing it safe. Right? So I'm not even going to say you have to be very careful, because that's a game right there. That's an egotistical thing to do right there. It's just letting go. You know how to protect yourself. You know how to be careful, and you know how to do it without thinking about it too much. You know how to just naturally know what's up, but without being in your head too much. You know how to just feel things out, right? And that's another key word, is feeling more than you think, right? And I'm not talking about crazy emotional feeling, like the way a woman who loves an asshole does. I'm talking about that intuitive just feeling. You feel it before you think it, believe it or not. That applies to a lot. So that's just the message, man. There are no games in nature.